Hi guys, we are on to the next 10 games of FUT Champions. I keep calling it Draft Champions for some reason, but we are looking pretty good, guys. 9 wins out of 10 games. 10 games is going to be an interesting thing. I've got like 30 games to play in 1 day and 9 hours. It should be doable, and the current rank is Silver 3, as you guys do know. Actually, 2 more wins and we move into Silver 2, which is pretty sick. So if you guys haven't seen the team, which we've done already, this is how it does look. Obviously, we have got the inclusions from the first episode, which weren't there at the start, which is Royce and obviously Buffon. Sorry, Royce, Buffon, Robin, and I think that was it. That I did change actually. So a nice bunch of players. Need to do the stamina up. Player instructions are set anyway, as you guys do know if you will have seen that in another video. And obviously, guys, if you do want MSP, PSN codes, or cheap game codes, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If you're trying to hit over 5,000 likes, that'd be awesome. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And remember to check out today's earlier on video if you haven't seen it already, which I think, and don't correct me on this, I think it's Fatal, episode number 1, so you guys can go and get your votes in on there. So the team's ready, we're prepped, hopefully we can pick up some decent wins. Bale needs some contracts as well, because he's going to run out in this episode if we don't put any on, and I'm having a lot of fun. Still nervous, I always get nervous on the first game back, and we've had a little bit of a break to edit the episode number 1, so we're going on a 10 game streak now. Now whether we can win all 10 games, we'll have to wait and see, but currently 1 loss in 10 games is pretty sweet for me. If we do that ratio all the way throughout, guys, we hit Elite 1, which would be absolutely perfect. So guys, leave a like, rate on the video, subscribe if you're not, and I'll be back in a sec to talk you through the 10 games that we're about to play. So guys, moving on into game number 1, 5 at the back. Yes, this is the most popular formation that I've probably come up against when people are trying to grind out wins, and it is the 5 at the back with the player of the month, Son, in the striker position, and also Salah, De Rossi and Florenzi on that right hand side. A very solid team. Now in the 28th minute, guys, we do break down on the counter-attack. Bale winning on through this time round, sees a square over to Neymar, who smashed it first time into the back of the net and gives us a 1-0 lead. A very, very clinical counter-attack, and completely ripped him to bits. That did cause him to push on forward and make a few mistakes, but then the game just randomly finished. I don't know if he turned his controller off or console off, sorry, but he did get a rage quit, and we did get a win. It was very interesting. It might have been just a natural DC. Moving on into the second game, and this team was very, very sweaty with Intet, Remy and Antonio as the front three, Oscar, Matic and Nzonzi, a very solid midfield, and Kazawa, Mangala, Mathieu, Klein and also Stegen in net. A very, very nice looking team. Pretty expensive as well, just because I know Remy's worth a shed ton as well. But this guy, and just watching back, guys, my defending was absolutely horrendous. I come back after editing the first episode, which you guys were listening yesterday, and I just wasn't prepared. I don't know what it was. It's one of them things like FUT Champs, you can't just load it up and get playing, because you are prone to making mistakes. I always play a few games of seasons. Unfortunately, I did come straight back into this and had a mess around and got absolutely punished in the second game, guys. We did lose. I think it was, well, we did lose this game. It was like 61st minute, he scores 2 goals. We did get 1 consolation goal with Mateus coming up now, but it was one of them games where I just couldn't get the link up. Players felt really, really slow, and just one of them games where I just had to like erase it from my memory and just get on and get the wins. So a game where we probably could have done a little bit better, but never did better and took the loss. But my opponent was good, so I've got no complaints with that. Our next opponent has got Pato, Turan in the cam position, Korea, I think that is, in the striker position, also Koke, Casemiro, Allen, Wendell, Marquinhos, Jardel and also Cancelo, a team which I expected to win, and we go 1-0 down just after half-time, guys, with a brilliant near post shot, and that was it. We lost. Yes, 2 losses on the bounce. The meltdown has begun. This is where, unless you get out the rut, you are going to struggle. I know a lot of people hit the rut. This week has been incredibly sweaty compared to last week. Last week was alright. A few games we completely smashed them, but consistently I was doing a lot better than I was doing now. So 2 losses on the bounce. That takes us to 3 losses, I think it is, which 1 more loss and we are going to struggle to get into Elite 1, which obviously is the dream, to get a little bit better than we have. Van Basten picking up the ball here, squaring it over to Mateus, and Mateus does equalise with a drag shot underneath the goalkeeper. A nice little finish, but going 1-0 down completely messed me up. And then Royce, as the super sub, does come on. Near post finish, 2-1, 53rd minute, and that was looking like that was game over, and we actually got out of the rut and did jump in to a winning position. So a game where he potentially could have scored, but keeper was doing well. Neuer definitely worth the purchase within the team as well. Next opponent, all the untradables, guys. He has got the milestone Barry. He has got got player of the month Sterling, player of the month Son, and Musa up front. A very weak attacking front three. He's got Turan Herrera as well in the middle to join Gareth Barry. Hullet this time doing the 1-2 with Lewandowski. Lewandowski picking up the ball past the keeper, 1-0 up in the 71st minute. And it's interesting watching the difference between, like, if you guys play Seasons, if you play any other game mode outside of FUT Champions are very, very defensive game mode. Like, people are playing very cautiously, a lot like how the World Cup was, the Euros were played in the summer, and that was due to the fact that there was a new rule brought in, and obviously no one wants to lose in FUT Champs, and it was similar. Like, that's the way I compare it, because everyone's wide open in Seasons. You can play fast counter-attacking play. You don't have to play defensive. There's loads of goals in it. But when it comes to FUT Champions, it is very, very tight. It's very rare that, well, in the first episode, guys, you would have seen me beat someone like 6-0 and 7-1, I think it was. But this one is very, very tight. So we pick up another win. Then we come up against two legends, Lipmanen and also Laudrup. Remy, he's got Fabregas, Renato Sanchez, and I think that's Bender in the CDM position. And quite early on within the game, guys, we do score one of our corners. A lot of people are saying it's a glitch. I don't think it is a glitch. It's just a corner set piece that I've learned to take. Obviously, it's going to get patched as well. But I wouldn't say it's a glitch because I don't score them all the time. Like, I'd say like 5 out of 10 times I'll probably score them. But if it was a glitch, it would work 10 out of 10, wouldn't it? So it's one of the things where you got to get it right if the person defends it well. But obviously, I think EA are giving them some aid now to give them that little bit of extra defending, which is fair enough. We make it 2-1 in this game with Patrick Vieira getting on the shot. And one thing I have noticed with gameplay actually is when you are left with an open net, for some reason the player doesn't put it in a corner. He always aims it straight at the goalkeeper, but somehow it still goes in. So that's our progress currently, guys. Still sat in silver 2 with I think 13 wins, and still pushing on towards getting into gold at least with what's going down this weekend. Our next opponent's got informed Salah, Royce, Werner as well. I think that's Werner in the striker position, the new S-Wine apparently. Emre Can, Khedira and Nangolan in the middle. We made a massive mistake. Like, that guy got the ball passed to him. Instantly, I thought he was going to shoot, but instead he actually held the LT trigger and put his back to me, caused me to panic and go through the back of him with Bellerin, getting a straight red card, and Royce on the score sheet, making it 1-0. We push on forward, though, even though we are down to 10 men now and no one in that right-back position. Van Basten gets on the score sheet, levels terms up, but then he made the substitutes, which completely tore me to bits. We give away a corner. Balls whipped in as well. This is more of like you're more chance of getting a goal from that type of corner than you are my corner. Stupidly, we tried to run it out with Blanc. Don't know what I was doing there, but we give away the ball in at the middle of the park. Royce linking up with Emre Can. Can through to Martial, and Martial underneath the goalkeeper, guys, does make it 2-1. Dabbed on. Another loss. Yes, we are losing left, right and centre. The meltdown has begun. We're going to try and pull it back for sure, though, but we need wins. We need not to get red cards, and we need not to be stupid with bringing defenders out and try and play the way we were playing last week. Our next team, left-hand side, full of sweat from the German league. Right-hand side, a very strong Italian side. And then in defence, obviously, BPL with Nyom and also Ogbonna as well that I am seeing. Our opponent was pretty good, though. He was making a few rash choices, trying to run with players, which he shouldn't have done. Mateus linking up with Van Basten. Van Basten through to Mateus. But thankfully, the ball does bounce to Van Basten, who drives it into the top left-hand corner, and makes it 1-0 quite early on into the game. But this guy kept on pushing and getting through my defence, and he does it yet again with Immobile, who puts it underneath the keeper, making it 1-1. A frustrating goal to give up for sure. One I didn't really want to do at this point after you've seen the state of the way I was playing previously, and then we had to start getting link up again with the passing. We break through with Van Basten. He goes in for a tackle. I honestly thought he got the ball, but the referee pointed straight to the penalty spot, and Nep and Nick actually, and Marshall actually, were saying that it's very rare that you do get penalties in this game, and I was actually very surprised that I did get one for that tackle. We make it 2-1 in the 47th minute with Blanc being our penalty ticket taker, and then it opened up within the game as we were able to break on through. Hullet linking up with DYBALA, who we brought on as a substitute, and he makes it 3-1, sealing the deal and finally putting us on a win for a while. We need to get on a win streak, that's for sure, because the Elite 1 dream is still there, or maybe it's not actually. I can't remember. I think the Elite 1 dream's basically over, but we are going to continue pushing, guys. Now into Silver 1, which was still our target. Silver 1's always going to be our target, guys, of 14 wins. just because then everything else is a positive and anything less is a negative. So next opponent, Niang, Faguli, Entep, Kabayi, Schneidlin, Sissoko in the centre midfield position as well, and he actually plays very well there. Tremolinas and Mathieu as other players. He takes the lead in the 61st minute, guys, with a ball through to Niang, rip the belly of my defence open, and he just slots it in. Frustrating goal to concede, and we just cannot get in the swing of things. It's very frustrating conceding a lot of goals, but some nice pass and play here from Hullet, linking the ball up to DYBALA straight through the defence, and a brilliant shot there does make it 1-1 in the 69th minute. Nice finish from DYBALA, and a few of you guys may have noticed actually that we are deciding to bring on DYBALA rather than Lewandowski for the extra pace, you know, and a nice extra time goal here from Hullet does make it 2-2. A brilliant back heel from DYBALA to Vieira, Vieira to Hullet, and a nice outside finish does make it 2-1. Then we were able to actually score a cross. Yes, crossing has seemed to be disappearing out of my gameplay for the foreseeable, well, for a considerable amount of this video at least. And Hullet gets on the score sheet, makes it 3-1, and that's us done and dusted. A game which we dominated, but only 3 goals were put into the back of the net. So near gold free, we're about 3 wins away, and then we come up against the 5th ranked player in the world at the time I was playing, and this guy is ProOwns. You guys who are German subscribers may know who ProOwns is. That team is absolutely ridiculous, but it's not just the team which he was good with. He is an absolutely brilliant player, easily one of the best players that I've played. You can tell by the type of goal he just scored there. ProOwns is ridiculous, and that's why he's so high ranked in the world. Like, if I go and have a look, guys, in the monthly leaderboards as I am on the game now, I think he's in, what position is it? Did he play? I don't even know if he played last week. Yeah, ProOwns is currently sat 21st in the world for the week. Is that the week? I think that is the week, isn't it? Yeah, he's sat in 21st in the world for the week. That is absolutely... Oh, maybe not actually. That was the wrong one. But he does win the game, guys. Does obviously score 2 brilliant goals. Hullet linking up with DYBALA, and Hullet does get a consolation goal there, guys. But a loss again. The meltdown complete. Let's go and have the outro. So, guys, that was a nice come down to earth moment. Playing the 5th in the world, which is ProOwns as well. ProOwns is a very, very good player. Dominated me as well in possession. Very, very nice skill dribbling, which is something I can't do, and we're still not gold either. I have had an absolute mare today in the 10 games that I have played. It's just not been a good run, and it's definitely going to show at the end, guys. I think I'm literally 5 losses, which is... I think I lost a 3 more, didn't I? So I got 20 games. Oh, this is horrendous. I could finish like 30 games won this time round. So... that's the end of it, guys, for today. We're going to run on and do another 10 games now. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're not as well. And definitely need to do some of that penalty I give away, everything I give away was just absolutely daft. And I still do not like Walker in the team over Bellerin either. So I'm going to do that. I'm tempted to go and buy Ronaldo, but not sure yet whether I'm going to. I'm going to go and check his price, and who knows, guys, you may see Ronaldo pop up within this FUT Champions. So leave a like, rate, guys, subscribe or not, and I'll be back another day, another video for you guys to enjoy.